What's going on, guys? It's day 3 of the Respect series with Big Bad John. Big Bad John is a quarter horse gelding that got promoted to pasture ornament after he scared the bejesus out of his owner. So he came here to get straightened out a little bit. We've been through the Respect series for 2 days in a row, and I feel like I know him already. So what we know about this is he's a pretty brave dude. He's known for being horse aggressive. He's known for being lazy and bucking. Really. He's just a little disrespectful. We got that kind of sorted out on day 1. And he was a little lazy and would give his opinion. So we got him moving a little bit better on day 2. Day 1, he really didn't want to canter too much. He'd make a minute ear, really pick up his back end like he was going to buck. But yesterday, we got him moving pretty good. So we're going to move this guy off, back him up. In kindergarten, give him a little energy to back up. Good job, buddy. Go to first grade. And we're going to give him a little rope. Trot. And we're going to do first grade. You can tell somebody's lunged him because he gets a little bit aggressive whenever he's being lunged. So right there, the last time that he switched back and forth, he showed his teeth to me and pinned his ears. So he thinks that he's going to get lunged. There we go. You better wait for me, buddy. He thinks he's doing his job. There we go. So we're going to break that anticipation and have him waiting for us. That's it, buddy. Trot. That's a good boy. Trot. Trot. So we're going to pull his face towards us and send him forward because he must have been round pinned or some kind of lunging program because you can see he's real fussy about it. There we go. And what I want to do is I simply want to put him out there and still have his attention waiting for me. He keeps trying to tell me where he's going to go. That's not what I want to see. I'll reach up here and grab a lunge whip. And really for spacing, more than anything else, good boy. There we go. So even that far out, I want him to be able to trot and look inward at the same time. And whoever tried to fix him with some sort of lunging exercises, I bet he bullied that person because he saw how he was willing to be real herky-jerky and then kind of dart inward with his teeth bared. Look how now he picked up the whip and made it clearer to him. Look how his ears are come up. There we go. So when he comes into us, we bring that whip towards him. Now we're going to ask him for the canter. Canter. Look how he wants to look out for that. We want him looking inward for the canter. There we go. Trot. There we go. That's it, buddy. That's better. Trot. Trot. I lower my voice. I get quieter. Walk. Walk. Let's slow him down even more. Walk. And we're putting extra stuff right here in first grade, just from the way that he's trying to anticipate what we're going to do. I want to pick on that even more. That was cute, like a little pony that you are. There we go. That's it. That's it. So see, the Respect Series has basically showed us that he's a lazy joker. I mean, so with that being said, whenever we ask him to work a little bit, he's kind of showing his backside. And once you get over the initial couple days, from there, horsemanship is just doing the opposite of what your horse wants to do for a couple weeks so that they don't give their opinion. There we go. Trot. There we go. Trot. There we go. Canter. And ho. And ho. Ho. Good boy. So again, we just moved him because he's fat. He doesn't want to move. So that's probably what he should do. You just do the opposite of what that horse wants to do until he doesn't give you his opinion anymore. And that's how you're going to get rid of barn sourness, buddy sourness, any of those things. He did so good yesterday because we asked very little of him in the form of working. And the moment he gave us the work, we basically just left him alone. So he was not spooky. We showed him the tarp, the flag, everything like that. And he just passed all the steps, no problem. And then since he was softer and easier in the face, whenever we asked him to go, he gave us our little canter, and that was it. Today, we kind of tried to work on that and get him moving easier. And that's why you kind of see him acting a little fussy. He says, oh, I've already been lunged by somebody. Somebody's tried to fix me with lunging, and I bluffed them. I bared my teeth. I bit them. I ran into them. I did something to get a release. So when we wanted to see him move under saddle, he was trying to show us the same thing. No harm, no foul. We use spacing to protect ourselves. Use a longer crop to be able to touch him when he can't touch us. Good boy. Make sure whenever you do this, feel free to put your legs on the other side. Good boy. Good boy. Put our lead rope on. We dropped our crop. So one more opportunity to hop down and do it again. We'll try it now without a crop. Good job, buddy. So even though there's a lazy streak in this horse, there's still some good in him, and we are going to find it. While I'm tying up my rope, if he wants to dance around, just touch and release. Once he stands still, good job. We're going to ask him to flex one time to each side without moving his feet. If he wants to continue to move his feet, we'll just keep flexing to each side. Every time we slide down and find his face, we want to bring that rein out and away from his neck because we don't want to pull on him in a straight line. Good job, buddy. Look, even you. Next thing we're going to do is move forward. Slide that hand down the rein, look at his butt, cross over that back end, slide that hand down the rein, cross over the feet in the back end. Good job. Just like that, passing 6th grade. The next thing we're going to do is go to 7th, where we are going to ask him to back up crooked. Beautiful. The best he's done so far. Good job, fella. Next thing we're going to do is come right around here, do the same thing to the opposite side. Remember on day 1 how he was just running through our halter? Good job, buddy. Very nice. Passed 7th grade with an A++. The next thing that we're going to do is ask him to flex in motion. There we go. And that's what he kind of struggled with from the ground. And I don't think it's because he's not soft. The way that he just kind of flipped that switch just because we try to lunge him on the line a little bit, I think somewhere along the line, there's a lot of programs out there that the punishment is lunging versus the education being lunging. And I think this horse was really schooled, or somebody really tried to work on him like that, because his whole personality flipped real quick, like not like a horse that you're showing something to, but like a horse that already knows something. So the way that he just bared his teeth and changed his whole personality, if he was really that guy, he would be that guy right now. But the fact that he just did that just because we asked him to lunge, more stereotypical lunging, more on the line. And the reason that I made the switch from small circle lunging to moving his feet a little bit is because he's kind of lazy. So I just want to make sure that we can move his feet, walk, trot, canter. And that's where we kind of ran into our issue. That's the beauty about the Respect Series, is you start seeing, okay, what's your problem? What are your life experiences? What's happened to you? What do you not like? What do you already know? Well, I could definitely tell the way that he was so anticipatory of changing directions real quick and pinning his ears and kind of running towards me. Oh, you've done this before. Gotcha. That's why I picked up the long whip, give myself some space from this big guy. So here in 8th grade, we're simply just flexing as we go forward, making sure that if we want his nose to the inside, we can keep it no problem. Good job, buddy. Good job. Once we have that, we are going to work on moving those shoulders, the last of the big 3. We've already got his face, then we moved his butt. The last thing we're going to do is move those shoulders. How are we going to do that? Slide that inside rein down to the shoulder. There we go. Cross those shoulders up. Inside front leg crossing over the outside leg. Good job. We can even go back and forth, move his butt, go to his shoulders. Nice. Good job, buddy. Move his butt, go to his shoulders. Do you see a little pattern here? It's the exact same thing I do from the ground. When I get them in 1st grade and then we're doing that small circle and I want to start moving their body parts, I look at the body part that I want to move, and then I bring their face towards it. Same thing we're doing under saddle here. Good job. Good job, buddy. That's it, fella. All right, so for 8th grade, we want to make sure we do some stopping. Once you got that horse backing up crooked, once that horse is backing up crooked easily, we can do some stopping, no problem. What we're going to do is we're going to come right in here. Our legs are on him, our legs are on him. Oh, our legs come off of him. He stops, he gives his face, we release. Anytime you pass 7th grade as good as he does, it almost slipped my mind to stop him because stopping is so easy for him. So 7th grade is backing up crooked. And the other problem horse that we're working for you guys in this series with the spotted saddle horse, that horse is all go. So we made sure to back him up a lot and to stop him a lot because he wanted to go forward. Big John, all he wants to do is stop. So it almost slips my mind to do it, but you can do that. As soon as you get that horse backing up crooked, stopping becomes easy. Just pro tip, make sure you put your legs on so you can take your legs off. A lot of people ride horses around like this and their legs are never touching. The problem with this, now you're not guiding the horse with your legs, nor are you turning on and off the motor. So if I drive him around and both legs are touching and my steering becomes, okay, we're going straight, 2 reins on your neck, 2 legs on your body. Whenever we take a rein and leg off, he turns. When we put a leg and rein on, he goes straight. Well, here for the stopping, when we take 2 legs off. He stops. We hold the pressure. He backs. We already got to get giving his shoulder, no problem, and flexing, no problem. Next thing is push obstacles. We know push obstacles aren't an issue at all because not really a spooky horse. I hear they're going to bring me the cowboy curtains. You can toss me that soccer ball while you're coming across there, my lady. Thank you. Big Bad John don't run, which a little bit of his problem is why he doesn't want to go. And whenever you ask him to go, he gets a little bit salty, if you will. Right here doing push obstacles. Keep giving the horse the face. The awesome thing about these obstacles is when you have them turn, it's a great time to see that a horse will let you push him. A lot of times, if you just ride in the perfect arena and you get a horse like this and you pop him in any way imaginable, then they kind of get a little fussy with it. All right, my lady, I got it. Thank you. So these curtains have trained so many horses. I bet they could train Big John on their own. Cowboy curtains are just one more push obstacle. His first time seeing them. Sit back, look up. He rushes through, disengage. He kind of disengages like turning a bus because he's kind of shaped like one. There we go. That's it. So instead of, are you starting to notice a pattern? Anytime there's a question, I don't grab 2 reins. I don't grab 2 reins, I don't grab 2 reins, I don't grab 2 reins. Things that don't happen, that are not great for your health, happen in a straight line with people grabbing 2 reins. So if he's gonna surge, if I'm gonna pop on his butt, if I'm gonna make him uncomfortable, I wanna be pulling 1 rein and redirecting him. So if he spooks from this right here, I just wanna turn him this way. If he gets spooked by this right here, I wanna turn him this way. Face him right back up towards his fear. There we go. Very nice work, Big John. Once we do that, we're going to do our speed transitions. Walk is his second favorite speed besides standing still. Now we're going to do his third favorite speed, which is trot. We're going to start bumping him. There we go. Moving a lot more freely today than day 1. It's already moving. Whenever we want to canter, we're going to kiss to him. All right, you can pull him back up, thanks. Thank you. Pull him back up. So now he's shutting down a little bit. So we're going to introduce a crop to him. And whenever we introduce a crop like this is a horse who is probably likely to buck, probably likely to crow hop or kick out. He's shaped like it. So when I introduce the crop and let him know that I have it, I want to pull his face, pop on his butt. Oh, yes, sir. Pull his face, 1, touch his butt, 2nd. There we go. Let's switch sides. Pull his face, move his butt. Pull his face, move his butt. That's good. You can leave that one out there. Oh, there's a new pep in his step. A new vigor and inspiration that he's found. And I haven't cropped him while he's going forward. Good job, buddy. Take my foot off the gas pedal. He breaks down. Theodore Roosevelt, my favorite president, walk quietly and carry a big stick. I did not have to crop this horse to canter. I just showed him that I had a crop whenever I moved his butt a couple times. The reason I felt confident on this horse that's known to buck people off, that's known to give people a hard time, is because I knew I wasn't going to crop him until I had him bent. Well, then since he knew I had the crop and I had the audacity to crop him in the first place, now he doesn't want the business when we're going in a straight line. But I don't really want to crop this horse in a straight line where he's strong. So if I have an issue and he really doesn't want to move his feet, well, I'll put him in a small circle and crop him till he wants out. And basically his shoulders will go out because I'm not giving him his face back. So then he will look for that forward. But I'm not going to play ball where he's strong. I'm not going to give him the opportunity. Give him his face. Trot. Oh. I'm not going to give him the opportunity to bring the ball in his court. He's already, Big John here is better than me in every way imaginable, except one. I can outthink him. He's a checkers player, I'm a chess player. He's bigger than me, he's stronger than me, he's faster than me, and even though he's in this shape, he's still in better shape than me. He can argue longer than I can, but I can outthink him. So I let him know I had a crop that he doesn't like, and I did it in a way where there was no reprimand, there was no repercussion, because he was bent to the side. And as soon as he knew I had that, immediately he changed his tune. He said, "I am so sorry, sir." Notice when I get a lazier horse that doesn't want to move his feet, my go-to isn't spurs. Spurring this horse does not make sense to get him to go forward. This horse is already buck prone, already crow hop prone. Me putting pressure in the middle of him is only going to raise his middle. My spurs are for collection and direction only. So when I want to get this horse moving forward, bringing that crop towards his butt is really the best way because it's the clearest. I put that pressure where I want. And stopping will not be a problem. Well, guys, that's just how we get a horse moving like that. In 3 days, we've really found out who he is. We've kind of found out what he's capable of. We can even open the gate. For me, that's all the respect series I need to see from this guy. And I'm willing to go out and about and ride this joker around. When I take him out and about, he knows I have a crop. He knows I'm willing to pull him around. But this is going to be his relaxation. This is going to be where we find peace, love, and tranquility. Notice everything's on a loose rein, soft and easy. I want him to think that trail riding is the easiest thing that he can do. That if he gives us a hard time, respect series and things like that, we'll go back to those exercises. But when he's giving us an easy time on a loose rein, we're just gonna walk him out and about. He could be a trail horse, he could be a relaxed horse. So he's been known to get this far from a herd of horses in a fence and drag the person to the fence and drag the person to wherever he wants to go. So just like that, in a matter of 3 days, we were able to get the horse through the respect series, get him softened up, find out his do's and don'ts, find out what he liked and didn't like, and we were able to get through that, find out who he was so we can ride out confidently. Fear comes from the unknown. Well, now we know who Big John is and we know what we're dealing with, so now we're a lot more confident taking him out and about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.